Could you maybe dive into that a little bit more on how you can actually get that conversation going and maybe what some of the different options are with creative financing?
Yeah, so creative financing, some of the is basically a realm of strategies. And some of those strategies are a wrap mortgage, sub two, lease sandwich, seller financing, novation agreements. Those are all different types of creative financing. And it's basically how you acquire the property. You acquire it via seller financing. The number one gist with creative financing is listening to what the seller wants and needs, because more than likely it's way deeper than I need to sell my house. Are they moving? Did somebody die? Are they behind on their rent, on their mortgage? Are they upside down on their mortgage? All these different things. And then figuring out how you can solve those issues with a creative solution.
Is there a maybe specifically a bigger pockets book or some other resource that specifically discusses some of the creative financing aspects? Because I think there's a lot of, younger people probably our age that have the hustle and the kind of the drive to go out and find these deals, but probably don't have the financing or the money on the back end to actually pursue the deal.
Yeah, I feel like even a one pager of like what is the lease sandwich, I'm just like thinking to myself, I was like, I can't, like, okay, are you paying for the lease or what are you doing here?
Going to Subway.
Yeah. Yeah. No, lease sandwich is basically when you just start leasing it and lease it back with an option agreement to buy it down the line. But there's really not a lot of great resources, unfortunately. And that's why I paid for this mentorship, because there aren't really any books. There aren't really any blogs or podcasts or anything. So maybe I'll write one. But, yeah, there's not really a ton of resources out there, but I think probably YouTube videos is where you would find. You can probably search wrap, sub two, seller financing and find a bunch of info there.
In terms of that mentorship you keep bringing up, was this something you actively pursued? Was it someone local? Or, if I decide, hey, I'm going to go down the mentorship route, how can I make sure I find someone that, it gets really expensive? How do I make sure I'm actually paying the right person to teach me some of this stuff?
Such a good point. I've never met this couple. I've been mentoring with them now for almost an entire year. I think next month is 1 year. I've never met them. I've only met them over in Zoom. They're in New York. And I think when it comes to making sure that you're getting your money out of it, it's having a lot of those expectations and conversations up front before you decide to do it. Laying out exactly what does this consist of? What are you providing me? What are the boundaries? And hashing all of that out. So I knew in my head what I wanted. And we had a call and it seemed like a good fit. So I went for it. And then I did that for 6 months and then I renewed it and did it again.